Hey everybody, it's Mr. X-Stitch, and well, it's a Wednesday, so I'm looking after Annie, and we're indulging in one of her favourite pastimes. She loves this swing, and to be honest, I love swinging her on it. I'm worried she might fall asleep, to tell you the truth, but she seems pretty happy. I've been listening to a really good audio book lately called The Wim Hof Method by Wim Hof, who's known as the Iceman. Should have been a good topic yesterday. I appreciate Frosty's concern that I might fall in the ice. I managed to survive. But yeah, the Wim Hof method. This guy, he's well known for having several world records particularly to do with extreme temperatures. You know, climbing to the top of Kilimanjaro wearing like a pair of shorts and doing it in under 28 hours and all this. And he expresses the benefits of taking cold showers and moderating your breathing and having the right mental attitude. I haven't got to the mental attitude bit yet, so I'm not going to talk about that. And the breathing thing is really interesting because he recommends this kind of like slow breathing where you do like you take really long deep breaths in and let them go out, and do it like 20 times and just allow that feeling to slow you down. And I think he says if you breathe deeply enough that you expand your diaphragm, which I tend to do when I'm breathing anyway, but that helps to re-alkalize your stomach and your body and stuff, which is good for your general well-being. But it's a cold shower thing. About a year and a half ago, I was doing a show at the Birmingham NEC, and on the way there I was listening to an audiobook by a guy called Ross Edgley, who's well known for running a marathon, doing a triathlon. He did a triathlon carrying a tree, swam, rode, ran, and then he did a marathon pulling a small car and various other things. He's a very fit guy. And he talked about the benefit of cold showers then, and I think he probably referred to what Wim Hof had to say. But then when I was at the show, helicopter, when I was in the show, then there was a lady who came along who also mentioned that she had cold showers, and I was like, holy shit, they've triangulated the positions. You know, that's a sign I should start taking cold showers. And so I sort of started taking them, and the idea isn't that you step into a freezing cold shower, although if you can do that, fair play to you, but it's just like the way I started doing it was at the end of the shower, nice warm shower. At the end I just turn the water completely the other way and get hit with the cold and scream like a girl and try and hang under it for as long as I could. And like the more you do it, the better you feel afterwards, sort of. It's a really weird one, but basically, you know, if you have a cold shower and you manage to get really cold all over and you get to that turning point where it stops feeling cold, it just feels normal on your skin. When you get out of the shower, you just don't feel cold. It doesn't matter how cold it is, you can wander around with no clothes on virtually for the rest of the day. Don't do that. Certainly don't go out in public like that. But what Wim Hof says is the shock to your system like that causes your vascular muscles to contract and expand, and those are all the muscles in your veins. And the problem we have as non-cave dwellers is that we get nice and warm and cozy, and so our vascular system doesn't really get the exercise that it needs. And so by doing this, he says, it makes your system more efficient, actually slows down your heart rate and stuff, because your veins are doing a lot of their work that they're supposed to do, which has been quite fascinating. So I've been doing cold showers, warm to cold showers, for quite a long time, and I kind of enjoy it. It's also one of those things, there's a part of me that's like, you can't always take the easy street. There's a philosophy that says you shouldn't always be bound by the chains of the things you like. So every now and again you should do things that you don't like just to prove that you can. And I feel like with cold showers, that's what I do. Just taking it and dealing with it and then walking out. And yeah, just feeling really good afterwards. I've even managed to convince my beloved wife to start knocking the temperature down at the end as well. So don't know whether you've ever done anything like that. I like the Wim Hof method because the stuff that he's talking about is just really natural. You know, he's just like, cold showers are good for you, like they were when we were people living 1500 years ago and the cold was just something that kept us healthy. And then breathing is good for you because we breathe and it keeps us alive. And I'm like, well, you can't really argue with those kind of philosophies, can you? Don't need to worry about probiotics or blooming, I don't know, any other scientific things. Just breathe and allow yourself to get cold every once in a while. What do you think, folks? I'm just going to check that my beloved daughter is still alive. Hello, Bubba. There you go. We're just going to carry on swinging and chilling, my friends. Nice to see you. Catch you later.